What's up? Oh, we're doing back-to-back interviews. All right. Come on over, JP. You guys are going up against the LAN guys, or the Nutters?
The Nutters. Headphones. Got it.
God, I haven't even got to look at the bracket. Eric, you're killing me here.
Okay.
So, JP,
check.
it's my first time speaking to you. Laser Jesus, by the way. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
So you guys just dropped it in the best of three. First two maps. I didn't get to see how it went on Mirage. You guys were up 5-0, correct?
Right. Yep. That was on CT side, and they just basically ended up out-aiming us late in the game. They stopped calling strats, and they were playing really random and unpredictable. So me as an IGL, I couldn't necessarily grasp what they were doing. And at the end of the day, it was just shots. It was just everybody. We were just getting outshot completely. I tried to call up a little bit of different setups for CT side, but I noticed that they were just hitting Palace a lot. They would even run through smokes on Palace, like really puggy play, and then they would just nail their shot. So it's just really hard to, as an IGL, you can't necessarily counter that kind of play.
I know exactly what you mean. Like, Days put it best for me, like the 70-30 rule. You can make the right play, but I mean, you're still going to get wrecked 30% of the time by that crazy style. Now, I did catch Cobble, and guys seem to struggle a lot on that T side. I mean, it seemed that your first gun round came from a split on to A, and you guys didn't really go back to that. It seemed. What was the read there?
The read for Cobble, basically we started to try to call. We have set strats for that map. We've actually gone over that map a lot. But I would say that the timing for this LAN is rather unfortunate. There's 3 people on our team that attend college. So finals basically just got over. We tried to get back into the practice groove, but it didn't necessarily happen as much as we wanted. So I noticed, I think round 3 or 4, I was noticing the set smokes were missing. So that's where I just basically pretty much stopped calling strats. I would call emphasis on certain parts of the map. I would call an emphasis on long A, or an emphasis on drop, or maybe we would split A late round.
It's interesting that you'd say that, because Do and I and everybody else I was casting with, you looked like one of the, if not the most organized team on your T side coming through. Was that like a late collapse? Because it looked like your set plays were on point, mainly on Mirage 2.
Yeah, but I know every little detail to every strat, and I can tell you that they weren't run the way they should have been.
Okay.
So the flashes weren't in the right places. The smokes weren't necessarily in the right places on a couple rounds. And those 2 rounds that we missed smokes, they were right in the place that they needed to be and shooting us right through that gap. So
yeah,
as
frustrating
far
as a caller.
Yeah, it is. So basically, I just started calling emphasis. If you rewatch that map, it's just basically shade towards A or shade towards B and pop flash and go, basically.
Yeah.
So.
And you guys moved into the bracket play in seed number 1, and you were up against Kingdom. I feel like that was your best route, to potentially make it deep. That's got to be a little frustrating.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I would say that we definitely needed more practice for this one. We just didn't have the time, honestly. So I noticed that a lot of things were slipping as far as strats and where certain smokes were supposed to go. But yeah, we definitely should have won that one. We were up 6-0. They were getting nervous. And there were 3 1v3s, I think, that happened in that map.
Is this map number 1?
Yeah, map number 1 for Mirage. So that kind of, we started to talk about late round communication. We wanted to call for double peaks more, and we wanted to call for pop flash double peaks more. I tried to tell my team. So, but it just didn't end up happening. They were hitting insane shots, absolutely insane.
SQK playing the bottom of middle seemed to be playing really well too. Like struggling to trade off of him.
Yep.
And now, so you guys are in IM, correct? As a unit.
IM this season. We're gonna make our first full roster practice, heavy season this time around. We should do well in IM and make main. So
yeah, it's obviously my first time speaking to you, but your idea behind the strategy, like if you know every smoke and every flash, I mean, with more time you should be able to hold everybody accountable too.
Yeah, that's just step 1. Step 1 is just moving the counter terrace where I want them to move. So if I do like a wall smoke on cobblestone, I want them to go to coop so I can molly it. Or, different maps. I can do 5 smokes on Mirage. Like I remember you saying something about our 5 smoke on Mirage. All that is just to get a plant. We waste 5 smokes, we get the plant, and the plan is to just go lower A and Palace and just not even peek really until they defuse. Um,
You're not worried about counter nades from the B bomb site if your opponents have full utility on the rotate?
Yeah, they should definitely be able to retake that. There is a perfect way to play that 5 smoke. And if they just wait and come in, that's the best way to do it.
Yeah.
So, but we capitalize on teams that don't know how to do that. So,
Yeah.
But we probably wouldn't call a strat like that against Winter Fox because it's a professional strat and they know the professional counter strat to it. So
I agree with you.
stuff like that we'll call more puggy against like professional teams just so that we can try to catch them off guard. It's pretty obvious whenever you're doing set smokes and flashes on certain sites. They pretty much know what you're going to do.
Well, final question. I've been asking this to everybody, even though event organizers right there. What do you think of Mad City?
It is absolutely amazing. This is the best LAN that I've ever been to. I've been to like 6 or 7 LANs, and the amount of production quality and the quality of the equipment here is ridiculous. Like, the owner told me he's got $500,000 in there, and it's insane.
I believe it.
Insane. All these chairs are like Ferrari seats. Like,
oh yeah.
I don't have one of these at home, so yeah. It's
right.
just I love this place.
Yeah, it's super fun to be here and everything. Well, nice to meet you, and thanks for the interview, man.
Nice to meet you.
And good luck in the lower bracket. Hopefully you can make it a little
you.
further. And congratulations on making it out of groups this time. So we'll be right back with map number 3. Winter Fox, it's map.
Map 3.
What?
15-9.
Okay, I guess we're going to map number 3. The LAN guys are currently up 15-9 versus Winter Fox, so I assume they're coming back. We'll jump into that in just a moment, but we'll be right back.